Swish, swish, swish. We hit the slopes. More Stranger Things. All right. X-Men be talking. British SNL. And it's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to get things started on News Dump. What up, big dog?
What's happening?
Oh, nothing.
Your slope sounds sounded like Splish Splash will be taking a bath.
On a Saturday night? That's not bad.
Yeah, sure.
All right, Mac, since we are in the greatest time, every 4 years we get some of the best of the athletes in the world going down the hill as fast as they can. Shall we get started with ice, snow, and loop-de-loops? Skate, don't walk, to Goo's Olympic Minute. Go on, start the clock. The clock has started. We have 1 minute on there. Hey, Mac.
Yeah.
See, in these Olympics, I believe she was also in the last one, this Eileen Gu.
Really?
Eileen Gu. I believe American-born, but she skis for the Chinese.
Okay, no, I haven't heard of her.
I thought of this the other day. If I were to marry this Eileen Gu, my
Gu.
name? Goo.
You'd have to change your name, yeah.
Yeah.
You would no longer be Brian Antonelli. You'd be Brian Goo. And then you'd be Goo. And then she'd be going Goo Goo Gaga for you. Huh?
All right, 24 more seconds on the clock. I was watching snowboarding yesterday.
Sure.
Very
yeah.
confused.
Is Shaun
Opening
White still in it?
ceremonies after events
So
happen.
the events technically started Wednesday, I
that
believe.
don't make any sense.
With some curling.
I don't understand how scores work.
Okay.
Well, that's the end of my time. That's 1 minute.
All right. Nicely done.
All right, let's move on to... He's a fucking piece of shit and really sucks. Here's Mac's Olympic Minute. He'll probably talk about cocks. Minute on the clock.
All right, yeah. My Olympic Minute. Goo.
Yeah.
Do you prefer the Summer Olympics or the Winter Olympics? What say you?
I really like hockey, but overall, summer has way more going on.
Summer's a little more fun, I feel like. And I also feel like when we get into the winter, like, obviously you don't have the track and field, but you have all these ridiculous ski events. I like the one, I forget what it's called.
Oh, when you shoot?
The cross-country ski and then...
Then you shoot? Yeah.
And then this year, Goo, a new addition to the... where are they in Italy? Somewhere in Italy. You don't remember. They have a new event now that the people have to cross-country ski up the mountain or hike up the mountain with skis, and then they ski down and do slaloms. Pretty stupid event.
All right. Those were our Olympic minutes. News Dump. I thought you were going to talk about the guys that ejected stuff into their dicks to go higher and faster.
Oh, I didn't look into that. They apparently, I guess that would have been good preparation.
Wait, should I start the minute again?
Yeah, right back.
He's a fucking piece of shit and really sucks. Here's Mac's Olympic Minute. He'll probably talk about cocks.
So via The Athletic last night, which I found hilarious, immediately texted it to Keith. Reports have surfaced before the Winter Olympics that alleged ski jumpers are injecting their penises with hyaluronic acid to fly further. The World Anti-Doping Agency has vowed to investigate. Now, Goo, I did some cursory research, and by that I mean I opened up the tweet to see what people were saying underneath it, and apparently the whole thing with ski jumping is you want to be as aerodynamic as possible, right?
Yeah.
So, they have figured out, because these suits are like form-fitted to their bodies, but if you have a flaccid cock, there's a little bit of a flap there in the wind.
So does it make you hard?
If you're rock hard, yeah. You have less drag, you might go a couple feet further. So that's how they're skirting the laws here. They're getting rock hard, getting a couple feet further on their jumps.
Why not just take Viagra then?
Makes a lot of sense to me. But
I'd rather just take
that
a
must
pill.
be so the Viagra must be against their thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's against the rules, but injecting your cock with...
Because no one thought they would be injecting their cocks with hyaluronic acid. And I know that term from, like, women's beauty supply, so I don't know how it's used. But that thing is certainly, like, readily available. But I think it's so far outside the box that they never even thought to ban it. So if you want a hard cock, and you can't get Viagra or one of those drugs like that. Hyaluronic acid, apparently.
Now that we're talking it out, if we are coaches for a ski team, are we taking into consideration cock weight? Because it's going to weigh the skier down.
No.
No.
No, it's all about the aerodynamics. Is can they get hard on command before they jump?
But what if they just get a tiny pecker?
Yeah, but if you're still getting that, you're not grasping.
I'm
what
not
I'm talking
grasping
about.
the dick conversation right now.
Yeah, you need the suit to be as smooth as possible, as rigid as possible, so there's no drag while you're flying through the air.
Right.
The ripple of a soft little cock shoot there is going to cause more drag as opposed to a hard cock.
But what I'm
pushing up
thinking
against the material
is the smaller you have a better chance of resisting less air than the big dong.
It has nothing to do with the size. It has to do with the rigidity.
I am so confused right now. I guess that was... I gave you like 4 minutes for that.
Well, I forgot about that, so it was good to get to.
News dump. All right, let's get to wholesome Muppets. We got the return of the Muppet Show. It was given to us as a special, but many believe for it to be a backdoor pilot into more Muppet shows, a rebirth of the 1976 Muppet Show that we got then. They are doing a play, or they're not doing a play, they're doing a sketch show live. You get the behind the scenes of Kermit. I don't know what stuff to cut or whatnot. That's half the show. I watched it. Okay.
I watched it as well.
I'm a Muppet boy. Okay.
I don't know if I'm a Muppet boy.
I
didn't mind this. It was okay.
Are you a manly Muppet or a Muppet of a man? I would say I'm a manly Muppet.
I would ignore that question and follow it up with, do any Muppets have cocks? Could Muppets be ski jumpers?
Ooh, if I were to guess, because Animal wears pants.
True.
Animal.
All right.
Maybe Scooter.
All right. I thought Sabrina Carpenter was a good idea for this because she's fun, bubbly.
Because she's
little. She's little.
She's a Muppet of a person.
There you go. Yeah.
Just like Jim Parsons.
So then does that prove that people want to fuck Muppets?
I was thinking about that during the show of if there was a Sabrina Carpenter Muppet, what would the percentage be of people that would do stuff to it?
Right.
During this show, and once again, I'm a Muppet person. I waited until my wife was in the room because she likes Sabrina Carpenter. I'm like, let's watch this Muppet special. And also, I didn't just want to show my son. Sometimes the Muppets get a little crass. And they did get a little violent in this show. I'm not sure if I'm going to show my son or not. We'll see. I also don't really want to watch it again.
Sure.
But she looked at me. It was during Rizzo's Blinded by the Light.
Your wife did or Sabrina? Your wife did or Sabrina?
Sabrina looked directly into my soul and said, if I was a puppet, would you fuck me? So Rizzo was doing his Blinded by the Lights cover, the Weekend song. My wife looked at me with her face was scrunched up. Said, you like this? And I didn't know how to respond because while I like the Muppets, what was presented to me and what was on the screen at the moment, no, I did not like.
I also don't really like The Weeknd, Q.
Yeah.
Me, as someone who listens to a lot of music, loves a lot of music, The Weeknd's not for me. And I don't really know who The Weeknd's for, even though he's quite popular.
Dentist office.
It was also like, I had a hard time. We don't want to critique the Muppet Show here.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're Max Muppet Minute.
But tonally, the Weeknd song really brought the ride to an abrupt halt because you're like, what?
Also, if we're talking Kermit as someone looking to cut sketches, Kermit, I think we know what you're doing. Like, cut that one.
Yeah, that song's not fun. The performance of it via Muppet wasn't funny.
Also, you're bringing back Rizzo. What are you doing? Let him talk. Let him go back and forth with Gonzo.
Yeah.
Bring back that dynamic.
I didn't necessarily understand the point.
People are blown away by this thing. They're telling us that it's great. IGN gave it a 9 for God's sakes.
I mean, it was enjoyable to watch, but I think it was groundbreaking. It's only a half hour. It's hard to get upset about a half hour. I don't think it personally warrants a whole season of television, but maybe every once in a while, maybe quarterly, we'll get a new Muppet Show. I'd be okay with that.
I did like someone tweeted that they can't wait until James Franco revitalizes the Muppets in 10 years. He's another Freaks and Geeks, cast member.
Yeah.
He'd make a real sicko Muppets, though.
Yeah.
He would have a Sabrina Carpenter puppet.
He sure would.
There was something else to this, and I'm forgetting. Oh, Kermit's voice. Apparently, we're not allowed to point at the obvious thing in the room that Kermit sounds nothing like Kermit, but whatever.
He sounds mostly like Kermit.
Not really.
It was just a little deeper than a traditional Kermit.
It sounds like the Family Guy joke of when they said, yeah, it sounds like when Jim Henson died and the Muppets didn't have a plan for Kermit's voice. And then it cuts to Kermit going, hi, guys, what's going on? It's me, Kermit. So if I'm going to give this a hot dog rating, 24.
Okay. I'd be more like 28.
Newsed up. Got a trailer for Stranger Things Tales from '85, and while I don't love, or I'm not able to connect the voices with the characters yet, I think they all sound off. I can't be a hypocrite. During our hours of discussion of Season 5, I said what I wanted was childish 1980s hijinks with spooky shit happening in the background. That's what this show appears to be. So, once again, goo not a hypocrite. This looks like 40 dog potential.
I have absolutely no interest in this show. I didn't pretend that I had interest during our 30 hours of Stranger Things Season 5 talk. I didn't even watch the trailer. That's how out I am on an animated canon type of show that's set in between seasons of television that happened almost a decade ago. So I don't
watch
need this.
every piece of slop that Star Wars throws at you.
That's not true. I haven't watched Andor.
Andor is the thing that is not slop. You watch all the slop.
No, it's not true. If it's live action, I would have watched it. If it's a cartoon with different
You
voice
watched
actors.
every Star Wars cartoon. What are you talking
No,
about?
it's not. I've watched 2 Star Wars cartoons. There's like 70 of them. I've watched
I
the
thought
2
there were
most
only 2.
adult-oriented ones.
I thought there were only 2, the 2 that
No.
you've told me about.
There's like 6 or 7 Star Wars
And then I
cartoons.
also knew about the Lego one.
The ones that I haven't watched are more kid-oriented. Clone Wars and Rebels was more like teenager, adult-oriented.
So your age.
Yes.
News up. Got a trailer for the drama coming out on April 3rd, and the big question right now is, what does Zendaya did?
So this whole movie, first of all, was shot in Boston. So
Nice. That's where we're
shout out
from.
That stars Robert Pattinson and Zendaya as a couple, and apparently the first act of this movie is going to play out a bit like a rom-com romance movie, and then there's going to be a thing that Zendaya admits to doing or saying or something that changes the rest of the movie, and it becomes a drama. Would you like to hear the 2 prevailing theories that I have found?
Okay, so give me a second. Let me just say this first off. I was interested in this movie. Now my interest has reached a new level. I am very curious. What is this turning point? Go ahead.
All right. If you are also curious about this movie as a listener and don't want any potential spoilers,
Skip ahead 1 Mac Olympic minute.
Yeah. So the 2 theories that I have seen online as to what Zendaya admits to, as you see in this trailer, there's Alana Haim and the other couple, and they're playing like, I don't know, something. They're playing a game where you have to admit stuff. The first one is that Zendaya admits to stalking her husband for a long time prior to meeting him, and like there was no real luck as to how they came to be. She set it all up and coerced it all. The second theory, and I find much more fun, and I don't know if an A24 movie will do this, but she admits to planning a school shooting and almost going through with it, and then doesn't. And so I'm not sure which one I would prefer. So I'm so intrigued now because the possibilities, like great actors, I don't know how zany this possibility would get as to what Zendaya actually did or planned on doing, but my interest is piqued, Goo.
Yeah, because I feel like they wouldn't go the sexual route. Like, they wouldn't go, like, the shaming of something sexual. You say you couldn't see a studio like A24 going with that. I'm the other way. I think a studio like A24 would love that. Like, that's the type of wrinkle that their movies have, and they love doing.
And we do see, in the trailer, like, the wedding still happens.
Yeah.
So, in your head, what is more viable? That she would have planned something like that, or that she did stalk him,
So
based on what we know?
I think the stalking is too, like, and I'm not going to say that you should. Oh, Olympic minute's over, sorry. I'm not going to say that, like stalking is, like, normal, but that's almost too, like, all right, she stalked him for a while. Obviously, don't do it. I'm not putting my stamp of approval on stalking.
What would scare you more?
What would scare me more?
Yeah.
Someone
in real life.
planned a shooting.
Okay. Yeah.
What is that even a serious question?
Yeah, but then, like, if someone says that, you have a natural follow-up. Like, all right, well, did you just, like, make a list, or did you have an actual plan? Did you have...
Even making a list is a lot.
Sure, I don't know.
Yes.
I've made lists of people that annoy me.
Oh, jeez. I don't like that.
I got a list of Ryan Johnson, Zack Snyder, and a few other things.
I don't like the sound of this. No, so, like, the stalking, if I was told that, I'd personally be a little smitten.
You're into that.
Well, I like being liked.
Stalked my whole life.
I like being liked.
You want that boardwalk chick that stalked Pauly D.
I don't know who that is, but yes.
You clearly, that was season 1 of Jersey Shore. You absolutely know that.
I mean, I know Snooki got punched.
She sure did. Snickers got fucking a right hook to the jaw.
No, I'm going with the more extreme. It's going to be something extreme.
Okay. And stalking's not extreme by your...
It's, okay, if we're tiering, it's mid-level.
Well, all right, yeah. I guess we're just going to have to watch the movie.
I'm not trying to say that you shouldn't, I'm saying you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But also, if we're comparing it to the other thing that you said, it's apples and oranges.
I think that it probably...
Actually, it's apples
it's
and...
more likely that it's the stalking thing.
It's apples and lettuce. One's a fruit, one's a vegetable.
Okay.
I was going to say cucumber, but cucumber I'm also pretty sure is a fruit, so...
No, it's definitely not.
It's got seeds.
Cucumber is definitely not a fruit.
Laying in the comments.
I'm gonna use the Google machine.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that while I hit news dump. Got a trailer for Michael coming out on April 24th. This is a trailer that I did not watch because I am not going to see this movie. Go ahead.
This Michael Jackson movie trailer looks tremendously awful. It's going to be terrible. I hope it's the worst movie anyone's ever seen. Goo.
Yes.
I've got some breaking news. Hit the sounder.
He's a fucking piece of shit and really sucks. Here's Max Produce. Minute, he'll probably talk about cocks.
I Googled, is cucumber a fruit? Google AI says, yes, botanically, a cucumber is a fruit because it develops from a flower and contains seeds. However, due to its savory flavor, lack of sweetness, and culinary usage in salads and dishes, it is commonly classified and used as a vegetable in cooking. They belong to the gourd family along with melons and squash. So is squash a fruit?
So we're both right?
I think we're both. I think we're both. It's like tomato sort of thing. It's middled.
Well, tomato is definitely a fruit.
Some people call it a vegetable.
It's a hard hand fruit.
Could you rip a tomato open?
News dump. Good Michael talk. Let's go on to The Devil Wears Prada. Got a trailer. And, you look a lot more confident now.
Yeah, the drama, by the way, April 3rd. Michael, April 24th.
I said both of those, but go ahead.
I don't think you said either of those. You may have. The Michael movie, by the way, is supposed to be part 1 of a 2-part series.
Once again, if they're not going to dive into the early part or the later part, I have no interest in...
I think the attempt is to do both. We'll see
I think it's all about the rise and he's a superstar. You got to feel bad for him.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Go ahead.
I agree. The Devil Wears Prada, which I like. Well done on your part there.
Thank you.
Is bringing back the OGs, the 3 OGs, Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, Emily Blunt. When this first movie came out, 2006, something like that, 2005. I don't remember. Anne Hathaway was somewhat of a star, Princess Diaries.
She was on the rise.
Meryl Streep was obviously a star. Emily Blunt was a pretty unknown. And I don't want to put Meryl Streep down, because she's clearly a very accomplished actress.
Careful.
I think Emily Blunt is a much better actress than both of those women these days. So
Meryl Streep.
I hope she gets a chance to shine.
Meryl Streep is commonly referred to as best actress of our time.
Okay, Goo, name me one Meryl Streep performance during our lifetime.
We've been alive since 1989.
That would back that up.
Literally
Meryl Streep
all of
did
her
it at one point in our lifetime. I would never claim that.
So you're okay. So from before our lifetime, what would you take then?
No idea. Whatever she won awards for.
Meryl Streep is wonderful.
I
didn't care for her in Big Little Lies, though.
She had some nudity scenes way back in the day.
That's all Mac knows.
Yeah.
News dump. I'm very afraid because I have the Olympic minute songs right around the news dump, and I'm trying not to hit those again. I think we've had enough.
Yeah.
Also, not allowed to play the Olympic theme in a podcast. Keep that in mind, guys. That's why I went with these. Play them on the radio. Fair use. Here, no. What are we talking about? Rooster!
So speaking of The Devil Wears Prada, here's a nice connection. I'm going to draw a nice triangle for you here, Goo.
We ain't gonna die.
The Devil Wears Prada, right? Emily Blunt is married to John Krasinski, who was in The Office with Steve Carell, who loved The Devil Wears Prada. What do you think about that?
That's very, very good.
And Steve Carell is starring in The Rooster, a new comedy series coming to HBO, executively produced by Bill Lawrence. It is following Steve Carell, who's a fiction author, who heads to a college for a reading and gets sucked into the world of higher education. This doesn't sound at all like something I want or have desired. This is coming out March 8th on HBO, but because HBO is behind it, I have to think that this is going to be better than I'm
also,
thinking.
Bill Lawrence is a hit maker.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's going to streamline it to the stuff that Carell has made recently that's been more floppy. I don't think it had the proper structure behind it. I think Lawrence will give it the right structure.
Yeah, and in this show, Carell appears to be playing a character that I like very much.
Yeah, so it's a lot like, what's the one?
Dan in Real Life.
I was going to say, what's the Pancake Pillow movie?
Dan in Real Life, where Dane Cook's his brother. Very underrated movie. It seems like he's playing a character very much in that same vein. And Steve Carell is great at playing those characters.
News dump. James Marsden says, X-Men fans will be blown away by Avengers Doomsday. The Russo brothers just keep upping the ante, and Marvel is just giving everybody what they want. This is via ET Now. I don't think that's possible.
What did James Marsden say?
I just said it, but I don't think it's possible to give everybody what they want because nobody knows what they want.
You say that. I feel like, though, well, maybe except for Hulk fans, shout out T. Murph. I feel like they did that in Infinity War, though, right? They gave everyone what they wanted in Infinity War. And I'm saying that because Infinity War was the first of two in that two-movie sequence, and This is going to be the first in a two-movie Avengers sequence as well. So maybe they do nail it.
Speaking of which, news dump. Chris Hemsworth wants to see Thor and Storm meet in Avengers Secret Wars, saying, I'm going to make sure Halle is in the next one. So that's telling us Halle not in this one.
I'd be curious, and again, I know Storm is an Omega-level human or mutant, but I don't exactly know how her powers work. If Storm was off-world, could she still control the weather?
I don't think Storm would be off-world, though.
If Storm was off-world, and that may happen in Secret Wars, could she still control the weather of said planet?
Other planets don't have weather.
Okay, that's definitely not true.
Science.
If Thor's on Earth, can she control Thor's lightning?
So, that's a fucking question that I love. Fryer, I know that you're not listening. Please let us know. Those TLDR boys, they're always too busy cutting clips.
They are
no one
clipping it
cuts
up.
more clips than the TLDR boys.
It's true. Yep.
Clips. Everyone loves clips. You know what I've found? As I scroll through reels and all the, I don't like clips. I don't like podcast clips.
Clips just performed at the Grammys. Go.
What?
Yeah.
Hit clips? You didn't even respond to me. There's no response.
I don't think I ever owned hit clips. I never bought into hit clips.
Oh, I didn't, but my family did. My brothers and sisters. I only have one brother and sister. My brother and sister each had hit clips.
And it was only like 30 seconds of the song.
1 minute. Stupid.
Okay. Yeah.
But
there you go.
what was great is that the music that they would put on the hit clips, you really only needed a minute of it.
True.
So my sister had Aaron Carter, How I Beat Shaq.
Yeah.
You
great
get
one.
the gist of it after that
Sure.
first verse
You
and
get
the
the
chorus.
story. Yeah.
Yeah. He beat Shaq.
Put it in the hoop like slam.
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 The crowd was screaming like.
Jam. Jam.
He's telling you the facts. That's how he.
Beat Shaq.
Mm-hmm. Newsed up. A Baldur's Gate television series is in the works at HBO.
This is confusing for a number of reasons. I know this is a game, and apparently there have been 3 games. I don't know a fucking thing about it. I've never heard like any real people talk about Baldur's Gate. I've just seen it online. However, Goo, the showrunner for The Last of Us, Craig Mazin, is serving as the showrunner on this show, and that combined with HBO seems like this might be pretty good. And this will be a continuation of the games set after the events of the 3rd game. The developers of Baldur's Gate 3, Larian, aren't going to have any involvement in the show. That's probably a good thing for you and I because we don't know anything about Baldur's Gate, but they're really going to piss off the Baldur's Gate fans.
News dump. A new Pirates of the Caribbean reboot is reportedly in the works, and it's focused on Jack Sparrow's son. Christy Wilson Cairns, 1917, is in the talks to write the script. I was thinking of the Jesse Jane Pirates.
I'm more of a Caribbean type of guy also.
What did I say?
Or did you say Caribbean? I'm the opposite of you.
I'm more of a caramel.
I'm more of a Caribbean.
Do you say caramel?
Caribbean sounds more fun than Caribbean.
Do you say caramel or
Caribbean
caramel?
sounds like a task.
Caribbean caramel.
I like some caramel.
Do you say so? You say caramel too?
Mm-hmm. What do you say? Caramel?
I said caramel. Some people say caramel.
Some people do say that. Those people are idiots.
My mother says potato. The word is potato.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. My sister,
Yeah.
for really like longer than she should have, said Peschetti instead of spaghetti.
But
Probably
that's
until she
how
was
we
like
should
10 or
say it.
11.
As an Italian, I want to change it to Peschetti. I'm going to look up a list of words that people say differently next episode. We're going to run through this.
All right, sounds good.
Because I am, every time we hit February 1st,
Yep.
I'm always like, I'm going to have a real tough time this fucking month.
It's a tough month for sure. Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Try to spell Wednesday.
All right, you know what?
dude.
Hey, listeners out there, send us a list of words that you want us to pronounce on this show, and we'll figure it out. That's what next episode, the entire episode is. News dump. Got a poster and a teaser. Did you not watch the teaser?
I didn't see the teaser for this.
For
dude.
Scream 7 coming out at the end of the month, Nev Campbell has a daughter. And at the end of the trailer, you can help me out. I know that you are good with voice recognition.
Mhm.
Is that Matthew Lillard on the phone?
Well,
It sounds a little like Stu.
I didn't see the teaser, so I wouldn't be able to help you.
Why did I ask you? I knew at the beginning because you didn't put teaser in there. You just put poster.
Yeah, I was curious as to why you put this on here, and I never saw a Scream
I mean,
7
right
teaser.
now, we're in the Matthew Lillard science.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be a time to bring back Matthew Lillard.
Mm-hmm.
Lillardessence?
That's better.
I'm going to go Lillardessence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ren? No, Lillardessence. We're good.
I don't think I'm going to see this movie in theaters, Gil.
I'm seeing the fucking screener because if that's the only thing my brother talks to me about. So when are you getting the screener for Scream 7? Want to watch anything else? No, Scream 7. The man loves Scream 7 and rewatch podcasts.
He likes what he likes, that's for sure.
That's it. That's all it is. News dump. A24 has officially acquired the rights to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a TV series will happen first. Exec produced by Glenn Powell. He's from Texas. And directed by J.T. Malner. Is he from Texas?
I don't know, but he directed The Long Walk,
Okay.
which several people liked.
And then a movie is also in the early stages of development. Is this toothpaste that we can jam back in the tube?
No, I don't think anyone wants this or desires this. This is...
As to Halloween boys, I
Yeah.
feel like all of these,
Mm-hmm.
you're more of a Jason boy than I am. But like all of these late 70s, 80s slashers, our time has passed.
And I also feel like, there is some lore in some, fantasy elements to Halloween and Friday the 13th. Texas
I don't
Chainsaw
think so.
Massacre.
I
don't
hate
really
the fantasy
need
parts of all of this.
I understand, but that's where you can expand upon the franchise. This doesn't have that element, so like, how, are you going to try to make the Texas? You're trying to make Leatherface like a character we can get behind? Like, what's the point of a television series?
News dump. But a first look at Cape Fear, the Apple TV series produced by Martin Scorsese and Steven Spielberg, starring Amy Adams, Javier Bardem, and Patrick Wilson.
This is yet again another thing that I don't know if people wanted a remake of, but they're taking Cape Fear, a movie that a lot of people love. I wouldn't quite call it a cult
Pretty
classic.
goddamn good.
They're turning it into a television series for Apple TV, but then they throw Amy Adams, Javier Bardem, and Patrick Wilson at you, and you're like, maybe this is something I would like to watch. So I don't know. I'm intrigued by this. June 5th on Apple TV. Scorsese and Spielberg are behind it. This might end up being pretty damn good.
Is there any shot in this television show Javier Bardem steps on a rake?
I'm not going to say there's a non-zero chance. How about that?
Like, you have to do it at least once. I would say upward, like, I would do it at least 3 times.
Sure.
Let's get the joke across.
Back to back.
It's a great Simpsons Cape Fear episode reference.
Mm-hmm.
He could probably give us a good little groan.
Sideshow Bardem.
Simpsons is in seasons 56 right now. You could bring in Sideshow Bardem. News dump. Fast. Forever young.
I just feel like the Fast and Furious franchise has butchered the naming of their movies for so long. Like, this could have been incredibly fun along the way, naming your movies number-wise and thematically better than they've done, and they have just completely fucked it up. It's just, they lost it. First of all, I know Goo's seen more of these than I have, but no one said, hey, the last Fast and Furious movie didn't close the chapter good enough. We'd like a new one.
There's so many movies with forever in the title. Shrek Forever After. That's my number 1. But is that the third one? Shrek Forever After? That's a third. Oh, Shrek, that's your biggest misstep.
They fucked it up. Should have been the 4th one.
Yeah. And it's also the worst of the Shreks. There's no sexy John Hamm Shrek in it.
Yeah, good point.
News dump. You see this, you hear about this. SNL's hopping over the pond, mate. And they're going to do the British version of SNL.
Hello, governor.
Ayo, governor.
What's the point of this, Goo? It's usually reversed, right? The U.S. adapts British comedy.
Also, England? Can I call it Britain?
Maybe because SNL plays at like 5:30 in the morning in Britain, that they're like, we need something that plays at midnight
Why
our
don't
time.
you just start your own sketch comedy show and call it literally anything else?
Well, also, I'm sure Lorne Michaels is like an executive producer and is getting paid for this. But what happens if and when the UK SNL, that comes out 6 hours earlier than the US one, does a really similar thing that the US
You know what you just said right
do?
here? Hear me out. This is going to be better than the American SNL.
Yeah, because it's first.
And also, it's not, and I feel like SNL, when it comes to certain celebrities or politicians, they kind of pull their punches a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
This show isn't going to do that because the Brits don't give a fuck.
And also,
you know who should produce this show?
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais would go scorched earth on everything every single week.
Also, the initial reaction by Brits to the cast list, which I won't run through, was like, I don't know any of these people. I mean, yeah, that's the fucking point, Goo and folks. Like, you're not supposed to know random sketch comedy people. There's no platform other than SNL where you would know sketch comedy people.
Did you watch that sketch that I sent you?
What did you send me?
I only sent you a screenshot, so you would have had to have done some homework and some legwork.
So, no, I didn't.
Okay, so I sent you a sketch or a screenshot from a sketch from last week. It was about a bobsledder who didn't like bobsledding, but it was cut with, other athletes who, love what they're doing. I'm a skier, so-so. I'm a skater, so-so. And then, I hate being a bobsledder. And, the way that she was delivering her lines and the way that you would go from serious to silly, and even the music in the background. Look this up. It's SNL Olympic preview sketch from last week.
Yeah.
They ripped off I Think You Should Leave, and they ripped off Patty Harrison.
Okay. I mean,
they completely
to
ripped
be
it
fair,
off.
Goo, since the minute that I Think You Should Leave found success in, 2019, they have probably one sketch a week that is very
They try
Tim
and
Robinson-like.
do something super silly.
Yeah.
There was an Austin Butler Christmas sketch where he got an ashtray for his Secret Santa, and I'm like, this is an I Think You Should Leave sketch. It was funny, but yeah. This was blatant. What was that sketch called? Like the boardroom or something like that?
Yeah. I'm smarter than you.
The line delivery too is the exact same thing. I could not stand it.
Yeah, I get it. I understand it.
Now people are like, oh, she's the MVP of the week. Fuck off.
I mean, to
Read
be
a
fair,
book.
you're the one submitting yourself to SNL still.
Well, me and my wife watch it every week. It's something that we do together.
You watch it Sunday morning, though.
Sunday night.
Okay. Oh, look at you.
You'll learn someday. You gotta find things to watch together.
Yeah, ours is The Pit right now.
Ah, The Pit.
It's interesting. So she has a medical background. I have a small medical background.
I have a small dick.
That as well. So
fucking roasted you right there. Oh my God, you walked right into it.
I would have trouble as a ski jumper, that's for sure.
Can't get it up.
I watched this and I'm like, it's a hard watch for me because I'm somewhat critiquing it. It is doing a better job than every other medical show ever, but I'm also like, that would never happen. So I have a hard viewing experience with it.
Is that all you guys watch together? Is that your only appointment viewing right now?
She likes the Bravo television type of shows too, so I'll submit myself to that.
I have the tightrope sometimes of I think that something is something that I'm supposed to wait for her to see, and then she doesn't want to see it, and I've wasted an hour waiting, and I could have watched it in the meantime. And then other times I'll just watch something, and she's like, "You're not going to wait for me." So I don't know what to do.
Yeah, ask her. I would say that would be the answer.
No, we watch television. We don't talk. Do you not know what TV is for?
You guys text each other right next to each other.
What's Rafi's lunch tomorrow? The answer is usually chicken tikka masala.
All right. I like that.
What are you doing? And we'll talk about it again on Monday because we need to fill time. The producer's saying, fill the fucking clock out. We need to get to an hour, even though stay under 50 minutes. We're getting too close right now.
Mm-hmm.
What is your plates on Sunday night? What are you eating on Sunday night for the big game?
I have no idea. So we're actually going to the Berkshires this weekend. Nice little weekend
my silver
getaway.
spoon, Mac. Silver spoon,
So
Mac.
I still haven't figured out where I'm going for the Super Bowl. I'll figure that out this weekend. I'll figure it out by Saturday evening.
You gonna ask me?
Goo.
Yeah.
What are your little bites? Little sweet
Yes.
for the Superb Owl this weekend.
So I have already bought 6 avocados just in case stores run out of them on the day of the big game. I bought them rock hard.
Well, I was going to say, you can give them time now to soften up.
I bought them rock hard. We're going to do some guacamole, some queso, have a real nice nacho spread.
Love that.
Going to buy some chicken wings.
And you're going to go wide on the nachos, not tall, right?
So we're going to go nachos naked, maybe just cheese on them.
Okay.
And then you can dip in the other stuff so we're not getting soggy nachos.
But a tray.
Yeah, and you can fully load your own nachos.
Yeah.
We're going to do chicken wings.
Okay.
Going to get them from Sloan's. Sloan's makes great chicken wings.
Yeah. All right.
And then my son keeps on saying he wants hot dogs because hot dogs are football food.
Do an elevated hot dog.
Ooh, go on.
I don't know. I figured you'd had a plan for an elevated hot dog.
You know what I might do? And this is what I used to do when I worked at the hockey rink at the snack stand.
Okay.
Get a hot dog. You put cheese on it. So we're going to have queso at the house. I'll cover it in queso.
I like that.
And I'll deal with the repercussions on Monday.
Nacho cheese on a hot dog. And
hell yeah. So much salt. And then you put it on a slice of pizza. You put the hot dog and the nacho
Well,
cheese
that's
on a
the
slice of
Costco
pizza.
hack. Yeah.
News dump. And finally, I've been sent this many of times in the last few weeks, and I had kind of poo-pooed it as AI, not even really taking a look at it, but it is fully animated. On YouTube, this fella, John Likens, has been animating action scenes using the 1990s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as his models. So there's 3 right now. There's Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael. These things are dynamite. In the caption on them, he's like, this is not AI, this, that, and the other. Paramount, if you want to work with me, just contact me. If you were to, because everyone wants these live action ones, but if you were to give me a great-looking animated one with the 1990s Turtles, with this type of shit, this ultra-violent, free-flowing, that's what I would say about the animation. Lovely. Watch these, Mac.
All right.
Raphael stabs a bunch of, but so here's my issue, and I understand why, like, the, cartoon used to do it. The foot soldiers, robots. I want humans. I want stakes.
Yeah, but then you have to build up the villains. You have to really hate them.
Yeah, I
don't really
hated
have time
Danny
to do.
in 1999, that bitch Danny. Although, to be fair, so we always go at Danny. But when you see Shredder's Lair and all the Lost Boys, like, that's how you should live. Arcade machines everywhere. There's always someone playing a bass. You get free cigarettes.
Just have someone following me around with an active bass line for things I'm doing.
Sam Rockwell's there. Like, I feel if Shredder came to me, and also it wouldn't be Shredder at the time, he'd probably send Tatsu. But
Sure.
like if Tatsu came to me, or even Tatsu's not around, Tatsu's too high up. Let's say Sam Rockwell does find me. And he's like, hey, you don't have much going on in your life. I put my head down. Yeah, probably not. Come and check out this warehouse. I go there. People are skateboarding. I mean, sometimes you have to fight your master. Sometimes you might find a giant rat. But it's a life.
You've thought about this extensively.
I think I'd be a foot soldier.
Okay, there you go.
Would I flip on my father, a master shredder? Probably, yeah. I don't have much of a backbone. That's why I would first off go with the foot soldier, but then immediately flip on the foot soldier.
Crustacean.
Yes, I'm like a jellyfish.
You're a real Portuguese man of war.
But also, when they're training me to fight, they'd realize I have no skills.
Right.
Maybe they'd put me in the kitchen.
Yeah, there you go. You could make a living that way.
And I would assume that if I'm cooking for all these young foot soldiers, a lot of tater tots.
Hey, the army has cooks.
Mm-hmm. I see here that you worked for Oroku Saki. Yes, but I was in the kitchen. News dump. Check us out at the top of next week. Another news dump. Commercials. Movie trailers. Not football.
Goo.
Yeah.
Score prediction. Give it to me.
Patriots 38. Seahawks 21.
Jesus.
I'm going to bet it like that.
I'm going Seahawks 27, Patriots 20.
Not to get too in the weeds of what I do, but I listened to all 40 minutes of Drake May talking at a press conference 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I have never heard him sound more comfortable and more like a human being. I think he is ready for this moment.
I think if the Patriots win, it's clear. Like, the only way that the Patriots win is if Drake May is the MVP of the game and has a great game.
I disagree. I'm taking Marcus Jones as my MVP.
All right. How about that?
Because he can intercept the ball.
Sure.
He can return it for a touchdown.
Sure can.
He can punt return it for a touchdown. Maybe they'll say one day, hey, you know what? Let's put him on offense too. Let's see if Goo can get this money.
Yeah.
Because let's just say my Drake May Offensive Player of the Year bet did not cash in. I also did it as like, I don't think the Patriots will be good enough for Drake May to get MVP. Offensive Player of the Year, that seems like something that's achievable. And he was a finalist, but he was probably number 5 on the list.
Traditionally, Offensive Player of the Year doesn't go to a quarterback. That's
right, but I'll also say this, is that looking at the stats, Matthew Stafford should have been nominated for Offensive Player of the Year, too. He has those type of stats to be on that list. You know what I'm saying? Like, they knew ahead of time.
Did you wager that Justin Herbert would get one MVP vote?
I can't believe that. And if you're going to tell me, oh, his offensive line was hurt, heading into the season, people thought the Patriots' offensive line and wide receivers were fucking trash.
Agreed.
And now people think, oh, they're almost as good as the Seahawks. So, I think Drake May's pretty goddamn good. You know what? I love Drake May. I'm the first person to say that and make that t-shirt. Am I wearing that t-shirt right now? If you're listening on the show, yes. If you're watching on YouTube, don't fucking tell them. News dump. 50 minutes!